Red True Crime, and we are live with my take on the Cincinnati, Ohio brawl. Fun times. So before we go into that, again, this is a true crime channel. Go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, all the good stuff, and questions, ask them. And we're also going to touch a little bit more on the Tennessee murders of Courtney Rose, Adriana Williams, Braden Williams, and Matthew Wilson. We're going to touch on that too. So, all right. On July 26th, around 3 a.m., a massive brawl took place downtown on 4th and Elm in Cincinnati. I am familiar with 4th and Elm. I am from Ohio. Well, actually, I was born in Cincinnati at Christ Hospital, grew up across the bridge in Kentucky, but Cincinnati, it's the major city. So I know the area very well. Moved away from there in 2008, but still go up there from time to time. All right. So I have seen multiple videos. I have watched multiple takes and other people's opinions on this whole thing. And this is a whole massive mess. The whole thing is. It is unbelievably crazy, messy, and it's not going to go anywhere good. It's just not. Now, they are saying that a racial slur was thrown. I can't confirm or deny that because when I've watched the video back, they're bleeping out a word. I'm assuming that's what they're bleeping out, but I don't know. They do show where one of the gentlemen that got beat down, he did slap somebody in a red shirt, an African American gentleman in a red shirt. He did slap him across the face, and then the brawl erupted from there. What prompted that brawl, I don't know, because it's still not clear what prompted the whole thing. But since this happened on July 26th, 4 people have been arrested, 2 more are being looked for. Now, I will say this. Nobody needs to be putting their hands on anybody. So from what I'm seeing, the gentleman that got a lot of the beatdown started this by slapping the African American gentleman in the red shirt. He got beat down. Now, in my opinion, it should have been between those 2 men, nobody else. Where things went awry is when like all these other people got involved and there's curb stomping and kicking and shoving and punching and all the other stuff. And people have given some thoughts about the behavior of the African American people on the white people. I'm not going to go into that because my thing is this. Cincinnati has always had some type of race issue going on with it. Never watched Accused, Guilty, or Innocent. Okay. I will say this. They've arrested 4 people. They're looking for 2 more. Of the 4 people they have arrested, I looked into their criminal background. All 4 of them have records. All 4 of them. 3 of them have assault records. So they have been in trouble for putting their hands on people before. But, and however, the gentleman that started this whole thing, I don't know his name because they're keeping that like under wraps, like who he is. So I don't know if he has a record or if he's somebody who has done this kind of thing before. But in my opinion, he also should be charged because he started this whole altercation. He put his hands on somebody. So yes, he should be charged personally in my opinion. But the woman who got, her name's Holly, that got punched in the face and knocked out, no, they didn't need to be putting their hands on her. She didn't do anything. The curb stomping of the other 3 men, that didn't need to happen. So this all just went to hell. The whole thing went to hell. And, like I said before, I'm from the area. I know the area well. This is not the first time I've seen something like this go down. For whatever reason, whenever the jazz festival comes into town, chaos erupts. And I don't know why that is. Around 2002, I got yanked off a city bus by my husband because another situation like this had erupted downtown. Oh, well, it's good for you to do that. But I got yanked off a bus by my husband in 2002 because of a situation like this. But it was way more than it was a lot of people. And that happened. In 2001, we had the riots in 2001 because somebody was shot and killed by a police officer. So people do get up in arms and scream and yell and destroy things. And this has the potential of that happening again. Because in 2001, we had a situation with a gentleman named Timothy Thomas who was shot dead. Okay. Um, but Timothy Thomas was shot by a Cincinnati police officer down a dark alley. Guy didn't have a weapon on him. It was not a justified shooting, but nothing ever really happened to the officer. But the entire town erupted and was like literally destroying the city. And I was just looking this up, and it actually says here that the riot in Cincinnati that took place between April 9th and April 13th was the largest urban disturbance in the U.S. since the Rodney King riots in 1992. And estimated $3.6 million in damages to 120 businesses and public buildings. And like I said, I remember when all that went down. And the way this is rolling up, what happened on July 26th, this has the potential of going down that road again because they're trying to, I don't know, they're just, not that it doesn't need to be covered, but it's just the way it's being covered. It's getting very inflammatory. So I don't know. Like I said, it's scary to watch this happen again. And like I said, I see this happening just like it did in 2001. So let's get to I'm calling them the Tennessee Four, the four people that were murdered, and then the baby that was left in a stranger's yard. That was Courtney Rose, Adriana Williams, Braylon Williams, and Matthew Wilson. They are still looking for Austin Drummond. He is the ex-husband of Courtney Rose's sister, and it's been said that all four people were shot and killed. They have arrested four people as accessories after the fact to Austin Drummond. Now, why and however, I don't know. I don't know what they have supposedly have done, but there were a lot of rumors saying that there was drugs in the way of this. That possibly Matthew Wilson was delivering drugs to the prison, or there was some type of drug drop off to the prison and it went awry. I don't know. But for whatever reason, they have caught his four cohorts, but Austin Drummond is still out there running around free as a bird. One of those four is going to roll on him and he's going to get caught. And hopefully he's caught alive so they know why he did what he did. But that is what's going on with that case. Insane, I know, insane in the membrane. But my final word on the Cincinnati Brawl is going to be this. The Victoria Parks, the city councilwoman who said she enjoyed that beatdown or that beatdown needed to happen, she needs to resign. Also, the gentleman that started the fight, the white Russian man, I'm not sure what his name is, he needs to be charged because he threw punches too. But the people that they've busted, and let's see, let's go over their names really quick. We've got a Montanez Merriweather, a Kyra Vernon, Jermaine Matthews, and Dominique Kittle. All four of these people have been charged with felonious assault. All four of these people have previous records. Actually, I take that back. Kyra Vernon does not have a previous assault charge, but the other three do. And there's drugs and, like I said, there's a lot of impulse control issues with these four people. The other two people that they're looking for, they have not said who they are. So this is not going to be the last we hear of this. This is going to be an ongoing thing for some time. And not a good look for Cincinnati. It's just not. So, but I'm going to hop off here. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime. Be weird, be rude, be safe. That is my update that I have. And otherwise, have a great evening and thanks for tuning in. Also, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Share, comment, like, and that's all I got. So, and hello everybody who's popped in, and I'm hopping out. So, bye everybody. Good night.